Clutch trucker transitioning to ELOGs, maybe? That and more on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and furry studio audience. That is Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. All right, just a quick one tonight. I've got all this great video stuff, road stuff, and delivering this load on Monday in Abington, Virginia, of those riding lawnmowers. It was a really cool unload. All this stuff, but it's going to take a long time to put that video together, and I just don't have much time tonight because I was dealing with other stuff. Picked up a load in Afton, Tennessee, late Monday afternoon. They had to deliver this morning, Tuesday morning, in Hudson, Ohio. A load of gift wrap, believe it or not, going to Joann Fabrics. So if you live anywhere in the Ohio area and you're buying holiday gift wrapping paper from Joann Fabrics, you're welcome. Anyway, the load was okay. It didn't pay all that great. Paid still close to $2 a mile. The reason I took it is I was trying to get back up here to Ohio. I went back to Ohio and my city was gone. Anyway, so I could cross paths with Mark and get my ELOG put in, the big road. And that turned into a major fiasco. Before I get into that, also, while I was, after I got delivered, well, actually, it was Sunday night, I started smelling that rotten egg smell, which usually means your batteries are going. And then Monday, boy, after I got unloaded, boy, it got really intense. I mean, just wafting smell, which means I'm down to like maybe a day, two at the most, before my batteries are going to completely quit on me. So I knew that's something I was going to have to deal with today, which I did. So I had that to deal with. And the batteries have gone up. Not as cheap as they used to be. I used to get the ones I have now for about $90 a pop. They're up to about $155, and of course I need 4 of them. So found them at the FIDA Freightliner. Of course, they couldn't get me in because they were booked through Thursday. TA was able to get me in. They got me in right away. Actually, after I got delivered, I came down here to the TA Youngstown. I had ordered some stuff off Amazon. I'll talk about that in a minute. Here's that microphone I ordered. Some more blue for the toilet in here. That Campa Cam or Campa, whatever you call it. And also I got a little clock radio to put upstairs since I think that leak issue is solved. But they got me right in and got the batteries changed. They were working on that. And while they were working on that, they said, hey, I was walking by your steer tire and I just happened to notice this. Well, there was a massive wreck on I-77, 2 of them actually, driving through the night, Monday night. Terrible wreck, and this is where I really need to carefully edit that video because it was disturbing. So watch for the next video because wow, I'm not even sure what part of the images I'm going to be able to show because it was that disturbing. Anyway, but because there was debris all over the highway, apparently I picked up that giant bolt and pierced one of my newer steer tires, only 3 months old. 16-ply steer tires. So I had to buy a new steer tire that I wasn't planning on buying today, so I ended up spending $1,600 in repairs today that I was not planning on. I knew, about the last 2 days that I needed to do the batteries, which should have been no more than $800, but then I had to replace the steer tire, and that was another $800. Okay, get all that out of the way, and then I was trying to meet Mark, so we were going to try to put the ELOG in, the big road. It's in. Is it working? No! I finally got all my other paperwork all put together for him and everything so that hopefully I don't have to do the trip sheets anymore. We can track the IFTA, track the miles and everything with the ELOGs. This was the whole point. Well, we finally get it all plugged in. Of course, then the app part isn't working. We had to get on technical support, blah, blah, blah. Finally, we get that resolved. Then we're all done. I think we got everything set up. He's parked over across the way, across the highway. I'm over here at the TA in Youngstown, and I said, all right, well, let's give this a test. Because, of course, an ELOG is supposed to kick you on to drive if you go more than 5 miles an hour. I'm leaving where he's parked. I'm getting out on the road, and I'm like, yeah, I'm at like 15 miles an hour, and it still shows me as off-duty. What's going on? Well, we spent like the next 2 hours after that trying to figure all this out, and we had to get on the phone with technical support again. I'm driving up and down the highway, back and forth. The thing won't kick me on to drive at all like it's supposed to. It's not keeping track of my miles like it's supposed to. I can manually put myself on drive, but again, it's still not counting down the miles. So I don't know what the hell is going on with this big road thing, but it ain't working. So try to make the big adjustment and switch to the ELOGs. We got everything prepped, even on my paper log, saying, hey, making adjustment to ELOG. And the best thing that the technical support guy could tell us late last night was, well, you should probably run paper logs for right now. I think I know how to do that. So there you go. Just wanted to throw that together real quick to say, yeah, Clutch Trucker trying to switch to the ELOGs and they're not working. We don't know what the problem is. Mark and I both suspect it's a cable because this is a glider truck, and maybe the data port, you know, pins or plugs are just a little bit different or something. I have run an ELOG in this truck before, years ago when I worked for Indian Creek Indian Creek Express in Pierce, Colorado. I had a PeopleNet ELOG in here, so I know it can run them. This engine has an ECM, engine control module, so it's possible. It's probably just because it is a glider, it maybe needs a little bit of a different cable or something. So now, until they figure that out, I'm back to paper logs. Did get a chance to pick up, that's another reason I took this load. I had the stuff coming from Amazon to the Amazon lockers here at the TA in Youngstown. And I did pick up my wired, supposed to be iPhone ready lavalier microphone to see if that'll solve that whole static issue I've been having on the videos with my older microphone. I've got one up there. I can show you what the other one looks like. It's Bauer. This is the one I've been using, but I have to use an adapter to plug it in, and I think that's where the static is coming from. So I at least got this. So I at least wanted to try a real quick little video piece because I'm not using any external mic right now. And let's see if this helps at all. All right, so the hope is that this one, because it's got the FireWire connector right there, and here's the lavalier mic, that then while I'm going down the road and doing some road stuff, this should pick me up better and hopefully not have as much of the truck noise. And plus, if I'm out doing repairs on the truck and stuff, then hopefully, and when I'm trying to video that, hopefully that'll help. This one is called the Pixel lavalier microphone, made for iPhones, iPods. So let's give it a shot. All right, so there I am. I got the microphone, the lapel microphone, dutifully strapped to my lapel. So we'll see how the, for one, how the audio quality is on that one, and two, if that takes care of the whole static issue I've been having. I've got all my exterior lights. I got my Clutch Trucker lights on, the exterior lights there, yada, yada, yada. So we'll see if that solves the problem or not. What do you think? Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, I've got a whole other video I need to put together with a whole bunch of other neat stuff. Getting unloaded down in Virginia, this awful crash, some road video stuff like that. But I just wanted to throw this quick one up tonight about the frustration with the ELOGs and everything, I tell you. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, please like and comment. I get to your comments usually within a couple days, sometimes takes a little longer because I'm a working truck driver. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter. That's where I put Rusty stuff. And of course, Sniff That Magic YouTube Fairy Dust, Clutch and Rusty, out. Okay, let me understand this. So why was your ex-husband serving Aurora's chicken pepperoni to the governor? Oh, well, because Aurora had to be out that night, she had to have her feet scraped. She had to have what? I had to have my feet scraped. All right, he's eyeing that strip. Oh, and there it goes. Oh, yes. That's one happy dog. Loving that bag and strip. Yeah. He's loving that bag and strip. He'll do a dance and he'll lick his lips because he loves them bag and strips. See, I should write jingles. That's what I should do, you know? Like that guy who wrote by minute. Probably made $1 million off of that. Well, maybe not. Nabisco, liberty, 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 liberty. And of course my favorite being, we are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. All right, Rusty, you got it all? Oh, I see a crumb down there, buddy. Did you get it? All right, happy dog look. Look up here. Rusty! Rusty. Hello? Rusty?
Think you got it.